So, picture standing in a hushed museum, right? You're looking at this really delicate, centuries-old watercolor scroll. It's quiet.
Yeah, very private, almost entirely analog
Right,
experience.
exactly. Now, I want you to imagine taking that fragile scroll, blowing it up to the size of a six-story building, and just blasting it with high-contrast lasers.
Oh, man.
Oh, and shaking the floor beneath you while you're at it. You'd think the art would just, break under that kind of pressure.
You really would. It sounds like sensory overload.
It does. But we're looking through a stack of industry articles and release notes today that actually suggest otherwise. Our mission for this deep dive is to figure out why taking the delicate charcoal and watercolor anime masterpiece, Cosmic Princess Kaguya, and throwing it onto massive IMAX, Dolby Cinema, and 40X screens in Japan this September isn't just like a nostalgic rerun.
No, it's shaping up to be a massive cultural event.
Yeah.
It really is a perfect case study in how modern technology can resurrect traditional animation for you, the modern viewer, rather than just destroying it.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because, on paper, this sounds like a massive visual clash.
Oh, definitely.
Because Kaguya is famous for its classical Japanese art style, right? It's got that fluid, charcoal-esque line work and incredibly soft watercolor palettes.
Very organic.
Yeah. So projecting these hand-painted lunar landscapes onto a digital IMAX screen feels exactly like, I don't know, hooking up a vintage vinyl record to a cutting-edge stadium sound system. Doesn't that immense digital brightness just completely overpower the art?
Well, that is the logical fear, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But this juxtaposition is actually incredibly intentional.
Okay.
See, when you project a watercolor aesthetic in standard definition, it actually looks a bit flat because the light bleeds.
Right, that makes sense.
But when you utilize Dolby Cinema, you get access to absolute true blacks. The technology literally turns off the pixels where there should be darkness.
Oh,
Yeah. That infinite contrast ratio means every tiny imperfection of a charcoal brushstroke is illuminated, not washed out.
yeah.
It takes the analog grit of the film and just amplifies it with 21st century precision.
Okay, true absolute blacks would keep the charcoal looking like real charcoal.
Exactly.
So that neutralizes the washed out fear for me, but I am still really stuck on the 40X element here.
The moving seats.
Right. Getting jostled around in a moving theater seat feels like a cheap theme park gimmick to me. This is a poignant historical fantasy. If I'm getting shaken around while trying to cry over a lunar princess, I'm going to be completely taken out of the experience.
I get that. But what's fascinating here is how the producers are using those physical effects to actually deepen the story.
Really?
Yeah, think about the core of Kaguya's narrative. You have this ethereal, spiritual being from the moon, right?
Yeah.
And she is completely trapped by the heavy, often brutal physical realities of life on Earth.
Oh, wow. Wait, so when she's racing through a bamboo grove and you actually feel the rush of the wind? Or when the seat vibrates beneath you during a supernatural moment, you're literally feeling the physical gravity of the earthly world she's trapped in.
Exactly. It adds a layer of undeniable physicality to her earthly experience. It makes the contrast with the spiritual elements that much sharper.
That is incredible.
Right. You aren't just watching her physical reality. You are physically feeling the weight of it in your own body.
Okay, so they've really cracked the code on making the technology actually serve the art. But that still leaves a lingering question from these release notes. Why drop a massive theatrical release specifically in the middle of September 2026?
Oh, well, it's a masterstroke of cultural timing. Autumn in Japan is the season for tsukimi, which are the traditional moon viewing festivals.
Well, of course.
Yeah, so you have an entire nation already culturally primed to look up at the night sky and reflect, tying a folklore story about a lunar princess to the exact season when people are actively looking to the stars.
It creates unparalleled thematic synergy.
It really does.
So, what does this all mean for you as a viewer going forward? Because looking at this broader industry shift, fans are clearly tired of just passively streaming content on their couches.
Definitely.
People crave that communal magic in the dark. They don't just want to watch a film anymore. They want to, inhabit it.
And this September revival proves that the demand for premium, immersive theatrical experiences is stronger than ever.
Yeah.
If the audio-visual quality is pushed to its absolute limit and applied thoughtfully, audiences will absolutely show up.
Which leaves a really fascinating question for you to ponder long after this deep dive ends.
For sure.
If a delicate, traditional 2D animation can be profoundly elevated by the physical sensations of a 4DX theater, what's next? Like, what other classical static art forms could be completely reinvented by adding environmental effects like wind, touch, or vibration?
The possibilities are wild.
Imagine sitting in front of a giant digital projection of a Van Gogh and actually feeling the chilly night wind of the starry night against your face.
No, that is an immersive exhibition I would definitely buy a ticket for.
The gallery of the future might just need a seatbelt. Thanks for joining us.